So last time we spent like the entire episode in one room, just about. We fought a mini boss and we turned a bunch of stuff in. And I'm gonna start this video with turning even more stuff in because we're getting quite a lot of a backlog of stuff to turn in. Like we have 3 things here. Let's start with the amulet, just because it's at the top of the list. What are you holding in your handy? It's a... oh god, I completely forget how to pronounce that. Oh, I did not bring up my pronunciation guide because I am incredibly intelligent and prepared for this. One moment. Doesn't actually seem to be in the pronunciation guide, never mind. It's a Fusang amulet. It might have been left behind by miners who were illegally chipping away at the grottos. You can have it if you want it. It's usually worn around your neck. Ah, it's heavy and made of wood? People in the past used it for protection. It's just a silly superstition with no scientific basis. What's a superstition? It's blindly believing in something without any basis of proof. Take this amulet, for example. People thought that by carving the mark of Fusang into it, it would be endowed with divine powers, allowing its wearer to... This amulet has magic powers? I'm gonna wear it every day. I just told you, it's just a superstition, and that's just an ordinary piece of wood. If the mark had any effect, the scientists studying the primordial roots would have already discovered it. Let's put it this way. If you're promised something good, but in exchange you must loyally follow orders and not doubt anything, chances are that's a superstition. So then, our village ceremony was also a superstition? Now you get it. But without the ceremony I wouldn't have been saved. I wouldn't be able to live here with you, E. I guess something good did come out of it. Another one of your silly fallacies. But if that's what you really think, why would you bring it all the way here for me? I picked it up. Might as well use it. Or do you want to give it back? No, I was just joking. I'm keeping it. Let's see. Anyone else have something to... You have a talk, and I also have something to give you, apparently. My special medicinal brews can have miraculous effects on fitness, perfect for martial arts practitioners like you. Remember what I said? No poison, no brews. Where would I find poison for you? Don't think about it too hard. A lot of things in this world are poisonous. Only they won't be sitting out on the street. You'll need to explore more dangerous or secretive places. Okay, I'll try my best to find some. But I can't gauge toxicity. Don't blame me if you accidentally poison yourself. Ha, rest assured, the poisons I've taken exceeds the number of times you've spoken in your whole life. And I have a poison to give you. Yeah, the multitide. You actually managed to eat it? It's pretty good. Juices make my mouth feel tingly, but it's very flavorful. Why wouldn't you eat it? Because we use this rare skin to make leather goods. We wouldn't waste it by eating it. Phooey. By not eating it, you're just wasting good food. There isn't anything that can't be chewed on, just people with weak jaws. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna give one more thing, just so we can start getting through this backlog. Want to see? It's a painting I found at an ancient temple. A painting? Sure, I know where we can hang it. There's a perfectly sized spot for it. Should I be looking at this person or this tree? I'm not sure, but that person is probably the Kunlun Immortal. The Kunlun Immortal? Do you know him? He's just a myth. He is said to have lived for thousands of years, attuning to down the forests of ancient Kunlun. I've never been one to believe in these made-up folk tales, though. Even if the immortal is fake, the person who painted this is super talented. There was a time when the literati? I don't think that's a Chinese word. Fled to Kunlun Island away from the fires of war. The artist might have been one of them. I think he might have actually met the immortal. That's so awesome. It's all just simple lines of ink, but why does it look so beautiful? Paintings during the Millennium of Inquiry all looked like that. If this is an original, it would be pretty valuable. Artists don't paint to make money. Not if you were to ask an antique dealer. It would be more accurate to say that artists don't just paint to make money. You got your hands on Gomang's seal? I know she's despicable, but you really didn't need to finish her off like that. How does he know how I finished her off? Do you think what I did was wrong? I wouldn't say that, but we all used to work together. I guess I'm a little sympathetic. So do you think the people she persecuted deserved it? And there's also apparently something in the modify menu. I can upgrade the Thunderbuster arrow. Speaking of, I can change that. Do I have to go into my... I hope I don't have to do that every time. Let's see. Oop, that's the bow button. That was interesting. Doesn't appear to be a hotkey for changing. It seems like every time I start this game I get a little bit of lag spikes for a few minutes. I'm not sure what the deal is. It's probably my computer because my computer is really old. Alright, let's get a move on. So last time we went down here and we fought the big regenerating guy and we won. Looks like I can go down. Oh, who? You finally arrived, my friend. I knew we'd meet again. Ordinary passengers shouldn't have access to this zone. Let's not fret over such trivialities. Take a look around you. Isn't it breathtaking? This vast sea of Solarian heritage, all stored within the boundless repository. An old man riding on a duster passed by just now. Did you see where he went? I know you're looking for Yan Lao, and I also know what you plan to do with him. I wanted to come down to the repository while it's still operational to see all this treasure with my own eyes. And persuade me not to destroy these antiques? Hardly. Most believe that by preserving antiques, their beauty can somehow be recreated, but I disagree. To take something here as an example, have you ever read the Parting Missive? My teacher forced me to memorize it. It was written by a tyrant from the ancient kingdom of Jie. Jie Tong. The writer's name is Jie Tong. As their last king, he was an ambitious sovereign and an outstanding calligrapher. As for him being a tyrant, that is just a matter of opinion. It was centuries ago when he tried to unite the 9 kingdoms of Penglai by force. In the end, he was defeated by Liar and his Fangshi Guild. Ugh. It's the old ones that I don't feel like looking up for a third time that I'm gonna mess up the most, I think, so apologies in advance and retroactively. He wrote this missive just as Liar's forces began to storm his palace, and then after finishing it, he took his own life. The overflowing vitality behind his words can only be felt in the very moment he put those words to paper. He poured his sorrow and indignation into each and every brushstroke. That is something that future generations can neither emulate nor reproduce. That's just your romantic fantasy of ancient times. We can't even prove whether it was actually written by Jie Tong. Indeed. In my humble opinion, perhaps the Parting Missive need not be immortalized. Ancient relics are like fireworks in the night sky. Their value comes from a fleeting moment of splendor. Compared to that magnificent moment, why should we cling to eternal beauty? People find it hard to let go of certain things. Even if the end comes for us all, would it be so hard to just let go? I didn't know you were such a pessimist. Pessimist? Not at all, I don't speculate. I only speak of what is already known. The truth always lies in the hexagrams. Does this have to do with your supernatural powers of divination? If it's so accurate, why don't you tell me what will happen next? Gladly. These containers and treasures will eventually be buried. They will form the grave that will house Soul... Actually, let me just... At least because I feel like this name's going to come up a couple more times in a rapid sequence, I'm going to get this one again. They will form the grave that will house Soul Yanlao. Really? I don't really care how Yanlao will meet his maker in the end, but if I catch you tipping him off, this will be our last conversation. Worry not, the matter has been settled, so I cannot interfere. Quit encouraging me to spoil the surprise. Go and verify it yourself, my friend. Farewell, until next time. They're weird. I wonder what their deal is. There's a note right down here, go figure. That looks intimidating and interesting. I bet there's going to be like 5 keys around here that I gotta find to open the door. Curses. That brat actually destroyed... Is this guy in here? No, apparently not. Jingtian. That was an ancient weapon that handed down through generations in the GF family. A priceless relic that I can't possibly compensate for. If the council pursued an investigation, it would be the end of me. Curses, curses, I can't just sit and wait to die. You just wait and see. I'll show you what I'm made of. I'll make you taste my steel. Oh, I can't go back. Ah, but there's one of the symbols that was on the door. See, I've got to, like, hack 5 different areas. Ooh. Okay, interesting. So it looks like we're going to go through a series of gauntlets. I want to jump a lot higher than that, thank you. Oh. I didn't expect those to break. Like, those look very solid. I bet I need to have some sort of explosion ability to break those. Nope, they just break. But this one doesn't. Ooh, another robot. Or not.
Hey.
Oh dear, how did I miss? Enough, don't make me do this. You have a bright future ahead of you. Surrender now and I will spare your life. I'm doing this for myself, not you. What did I do? I devoted my entire life to the preservation of our civilization. Do you know what I was doing while everyone else indulged in pleasure? Even now, with this disease-ridden body, I still guard the treasures in this vault with zeal and hope.
Huh?
Vault? You mean this useless, power-hungry warehouse? This space was designed to house energy generators. Who knows how many more we could have housed in New Kunlun? How dare you? The greatness of our civilization was accumulated over multiple millennia. What's the use of protecting a couple more people if we forget who we are? The past is a mirror for understanding the present. We must pass on our legacy and... Do you think we're all blind? Most of the stuff here belongs to the rich and powerful. Allowing their private possessions on board was your ticket into New Kunlun.
No.
What?
No,
You utter balderdash! You have no proof! It's time to reform and to sweep away the corrupt. No, everything needs to go, even the glories of the past. Let's be real. You can act all sanctimonious, but you're just out for your own selfish survival. You insolent miscreant! I'll show you what happens when you disrespect your elders! He's gonna snipe me again. I'm gonna make him snipe the boxes. Yeah, pretty much. Thanks for the... Okay. Ah, at least I got the hack. Oh, we're not done. I'm pretty sure that does less damage than the snipe. Once again, no way to exit that. I'm gonna wait for the next one. Could go down there and fight them. Or I could laser them to death. Just gotta make sure I don't laser myself to death. I appreciate the shortcuts. Ah, yeah. So I have to wonder, what happens if I don't find all these things? Is that not... I guess I assumed that was the boss door. It might just be a secret. Probably the first time that not having the paralyzed jade actually came back to bite me. Come on, help me progress. Literally all he has to do is stop trying to kill me and I lose. I would appreciate that, thank you. Just opening these just in case. I don't think I'm gonna need them. Oh, we can snipe the enemies too. I guess I probably should have expected that, but... Curious, what's behind this such that it's here in the first place? Nothing, it's just a don't hit that check. Ow. I managed to dodge that one, actually. Okay, it breaks their shields, but it doesn't damage them if it does. Whew. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've got 4 of them. Oh, that doesn't stop. Okay, interesting. Ah, just barely. Who else? Feels more like a way forward in this. This is definitely just where he is. Hello. We meet again, Sir Yi. Pardon me, but have you seen my brother? He is a fierce fellow who shares my countenance. I did encounter another similar weapon, unfortunately. Pray, what transpired? Did he perform some uncouth deed? Allow me to apologize on his behalf, should any offense have been taken. I was forced to battle him. Things escalated quickly, so I wasn't exactly merciful. Oh, very good. His folly is such that even I, his younger brother, have no remedy. Perhaps he needs a gentleman like Sir Yi to enlighten him. I wasn't joking. His head has been completely pulverized. Don't hold that against me. Oh, our structure differs from that of you Solarians. That injury is not of a deadly nature. Oh, great. Good to know. Is that so? In any case, I would like to thank you for your righteous deeds. My brother may have escaped the boundless repository, but I possess other means of tracking him down. I plan to linger for a while before setting off. If Sir E has gin to barter with, do not hesitate to inquire. I do have some gin, I think. Oh, come on, really? I'll catch up with him later. In this warehouse zone, there are a few containers that are aged and fragile. You must take care when moving around. I know, those containers contain numerous treasures that will not withstand being trampled upon. I'll be careful. Last time, I inadvertently tore up a stack of ancient books due to my excessive strength. Oh, never again. Last time? How many times have you been here? Oh, not many. I had just opened mine eye for the first time when I was last here. What do living beings call it? Matrix? No. Factory? No. Hometown? Oh, yes, my hometown. Yeah, I did miss one of them. So either I go through the gauntlet again, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be sniped at again, or I figure out what else is around. Let me look at the map, actually. There's a bunch of doors. Haven't been over here yet. You wretched urchin, why won't you yield? Not to worry, I have plenty of weapons. I will defend this repository. I shall not fall here. You ungrateful irreverent rat. If you won't listen to reason, I'll just have to beat it into you. System activated. Total downtime 928 years. Debugging. Debugging completed. No anomalies detected. I haven't even been outside that long. Biosignal transfer complete. Oh. Authentication complete. Access granted to the Hunyuan engineering system. Connected to the Skyrending Claw. Ooh. A claw. Beginning sensitivity test. Claw deployment test. Claw swing test. So they're showcasing its moves. Skyrending Claw ready. Uh-oh. Hey, I get some gin. Oh, I'm fighting him now! Or rather, I'm fighting the Skyrending Claw. Okay. That just instant killed me. Oh, okay. Well, that went poorly. I'm gonna, since that's the boss, that's a boss fight. Might not be the boss fight, but I'm going to go back through the gauntlet and see if I can find that one I missed. Yeah. There were only. Am I miscounting something, or is the last one down here? Ah, it's probably through this door, isn't it? I just did that all again for no. Yep. Yep. Okay, I get it. I get it. All right. I understand now. There is no way I'm going to be able to get all 3 counts done before he snipes me. So what I have to do is I have to beat him first, and then I can unlock the magic door. So if the claw grabs you, it is an instant kill, which feels very cheap. Never liked instant kill attacks. That's not the wrong button. at this. Okay. Phase 2, huh? Should have known. Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright, so I need to just play that better in general, but what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mess with my Jades. Cause I got a whole bunch of them. Gonna uninstall Health Thief. Which one is the bearing? Yeah. In that second phase, what's really getting me is I'm getting knocked back into the lasers, so if I can avoid that with the bearing Jade, that should help. Oh man, I barely moved at all with this Jade. Ah, I get it. Okay, so that attack isn't about... It's not about, like, hitting him with a talisman like I thought. You gotta get him to be sniped. Otherwise, I'm assuming you take a lot of damage. Doing multiple small talisman detonations actually does get you more damage. Ow. God, that laser hurts! Than doing a single large one. Okay. Still relatively simple as far as boss fights go. Uh-oh. Am I gonna tunnel through into the wall of his lair? Yep. Why? I don't want to die. Oh, he died. Do I get a skill fruit from him? Yep, I do. Greater fruit! Solarian dies, produce a gorgeous flower. During the process, the experiences of the deceased are converted into something like a fruit, filling the energy of life. Large amount of skill points, slightly increases slash and talisman damage. I got 2 skill points from that. Alright. Third soul down. You fool. These are treasures our ancestors left for us. We mustn't lose a single scrap. Why protect this junk if no one even cares about it anymore? Yanlao, the knowledge you present is a treasure to all Solarians. I knew these old things were worth a fortune. Did you? Everything has its purpose eventually. Cool, alright. Where does that bridge lead? Signifies legacy. Okay. Ah, that's the giant pit I found earlier. Okay. Psst. Can you hear me, young Master E? How could I miss the outrageous spectacle you've been performing all over New Kunlun? Okay, let me... Oh god, this is hard for my American mouth to do, so I apologize. Jieshun. Jieshun. Right? That's it? Jieshun. Jieshun. That's the best. I'll practice that. Jieshun. Spare me the fake friendliness, you lunatic. Your whole playing the hero thing is getting kind of stale. I'm surprised at how much you've been struggling. Yanlao already had one foot in the grave, and Gomang was just a farmer. To think I had such high hopes for you. You weren't like this before. It makes for quite the cause of concern, to be honest. What do you want? I get it. You need to be stimulated. Centuries of peace have left you out of practice. Here's an idea. Why don't you drop by my place? Let's have an intimate duel. I've prepared gifts for you, no matter the outcome. How can I be sure this isn't a trap? I'll deactivate all the traps. Come alone. I'm not gonna let anyone spoil this rare opportunity. What's more, this is your chance to finally kill me. You're not just gonna let that slip away, are you? I've sent you my location, dear hero. Please don't disappoint me again. Alright, but before I do that... I probably have enough gin to buy something from you now. Just the recovery jade. Increases the recovery rate of internal damage. That's actually a decent jade to have regardless. But now that Sniper Man is dead, what is behind yon door of wonders? A chest containing a bunch of gem. Okay. A chest. Chi Swipe Jade. Increases chi charge capacity by 1. After executing a precise parry, gain 2 chi charges and take some internal damage. Interesting. So it increases the amount of talisman stuff you're supposed to do. You're able to do, sorry. Hexacrim Vault Scroll. The Fenghan's clothing, goods, and other belongings totaling 400 boxes have been received. Please handle them promptly and store them properly. No can do, the treasury is currently full. Yanlao's orders are absolute. Get rid of some of these other artifacts if you have to. Once that's done, strike this message from the record. Transcript of conversation between vault workers. There's more. Dark Steel! This can be used to strengthen arrows, significantly increasing their power. Hardest metal found on Penglai. Anything that's processed into becomes virtually indestructible. Found naturally. Only 3 ore seams ever discovered, making it extremely valuable. And finally, just put every single chest type into this vault. An antique vinyl record. Solarian artifact. Neat. Okay, we got even more stuff to give. So that's actually a pretty good haul for that. Alright. Now we're gonna... It's a boss, isn't it? There he is. This isn't a dream, right? Seeing you in person again truly brings me joy. I was worried I might have scared you off. If it's a fight you want, let's get to it.
Yo.
I like how you always cut to the chase. If you think about it, we're like 2 peas in a pod, aren't we? We both yearn for power and strength, and we both want to change the world on our own. We're also good at playing dirty. Don't equate me with you. Take it easy. You don't have to put up an act in front of me. Taking on the world all on your own can't be easy. Carrying that weight must be taxing, but don't worry. You've got me. Just enough chatter. Bring it on. Feisty, how amusing. I can't wait. Oh no, he's going Super Saiyan. Well, I didn't do my normal death, so I'm guessing that was